Hi everybody, my name is Ilke van Wyk and I'm going to tell you a little bit of my journey today. So I'm a mother of 3 amazing boys and they are aged 11, 9 and 5 at this stage. We are keeping busy with preteen years and toddler ages. And I'm a wife of an amazing husband. But my story today is about a company that changed my life. And if any company tells you they are the solution to all of your problems, then there's a problem with the company. But this company changed my life and I want to tell you about it. I'm on a journey, as is everyone else that is using this, and that is why my group is called Journey to Health. So to tell you a little bit more about my life, here goes. After my pregnancies, I just started getting sicker and sicker in my body. And so eventually, after years of going to doctors, I went to see a physician in Joburg. And he put everything together for me and came up with a diagnosis and gave me some chronic medication. And at that stage, I just wanted to feel better. So I told him, whatever you want to prescribe, just prescribe it. I'll take it. Don't worry. Just tell me how to take it. I'll just do it. And the ending of that story is that with all the chronic medication I was taking, I didn't really read up about it. I just took it because it made me feel better. And when we moved to another town, I visited with a GP. She's a friend of mine, and she told me that I was taking 2 pain tablets a day. So I realized at that stage that it's going to pick up my kidneys and liver. It's going to, I can't continue like this. So being a Christian, I prayed about this and I asked the Lord to send me something else that I can use in the place of the chronic medication. So eventually Doterra came over my path, and it was a question of 2-3 months after I prayed. The main reasons for me was, of course, to get off of my chronic medication, which I did after about 4-5 months. I was completely off of my chronic medication. Now, I don't suggest going off of your chronic medication cold turkey. I suggest walking a path with your GP if there's a diagnosis made and you're struggling with something. But what I have realized is, as a family on the whole, we go to the doctor less and less because I have things at home that I can grab and that can help us through the early symptoms. And we don't have to wait until we feel much worse or rush to the doctor when we see the first signs of something starting up, because we have something in the house to grab. So my reasons for joining Doterra, there's a lot of essential oils out there. So why would I choose Doterra? And here's my reasons why. Just main reasons, okay? I'm not going to go into everything. But I've never felt the need to do the business of a company that I was trying out. And with Doterra, I wanted to start using it for myself, but I ended up wanting to do the business as well. The reason for that is I felt everybody should have these in their home, and I want to spread, I want to share, I want to just get people educated out there. And so my main reasons for choosing Doterra is because the FDA does not regulate essential oils. That's a big problem. The problem with that is any oil company can say that it's 100% pure or 100% organic, and they don't have to be. Some of the companies do scary stuff, like they get perfumists in and they make it smell like the real thing, but it doesn't actually have the real thing in it. So they can market it as anything, and that's scary to me. if I'm going off medication that I can read about the side effects, I can ask a doctor about it, I can ask a pharmacist about it, then it must be worthwhile going off and not into something that can potentially be more dangerous. So wanting to do the right thing and go onto the right product, I decided to go with Doterra. The reason why is because of their purity. They make it an absolute point to do everything they can to make sure that they have the proper quality. So they do third-party testing. It's the only company in South Africa that does third-party testing. And what that means is they do 54 tests in total on every single batch of oil they bring out. So every single batch that comes in, they do 54 tests. So 11 of those tests gets done by the third party, and the rest of the 43 tests get done internally. So they first do the internal tests because they must be sure that when they send that batch to the third party, it's going to be pure because their test results get published. So just concerning that, I have complete peace of mind that they have purity at heart and in their product. And I feel at peace giving that product to my kids because I want to give them the best. I want to take the best internally. So for me, that's the main reason I went for Doterra. The other reasons are sourcing. They don't own the farms where they source from. They source it, they did a lot of research, and they source it from the countries where the plant grows the best. Now, in South Africa, you know that in certain provinces, a plant grows better than in others. It might flourish in one province, and in another province, it just doesn't. So where do you want to plant that plant? In the place that it flourishes. So they go and get it from the source. And they make sure that the plant, the area where they buy from, it flourishes, and that affects the quality of the oil as well. So that's one of the other main reasons why I went for that. And then the third reason, I'm just going to tell you three. The third reason is co-impact and healing hands. Now, co-impact is where they get those oils from. Many times it's poverty-stricken countries, and they make a difference. They put in water pipelines for them. They pay them fair prices for their oils, make sure they don't get taken advantage of. And they walk out a relationship with them. They build schools, they build whatever they have necessary a need for. And I love to know that I'm part of that when I buy a bottle from them. So keeping in mind that they do all the testing that is necessary, and keeping in mind that they get it from a good source, and then keeping in mind that we are contributing towards something much bigger than just an oil company, I feel at peace when I'm using Doterra. They're also involved with healing hands. That has to do with getting sanitary products to girls in countries where girls are not looked at as almost being human. They don't get sanitary products, so they spread that. They are involved with human trafficking. They are involved with education, and so for me, it's just worth it all the way through. So I'm not one of those people who now buys or makes my own makeup. I would love to get there, but it's a journey, as I said. So we started out using that for our health. And in general, we do visit the doctor much less, because I can grab my oils and I can address it with that. That being said, there is a place for medicine, and I'm not against medicine at all. So certain things need medication, but I'm just thankful that for most of the problems that arise in our family, we have the oils to use. So yeah, that's my story. And thank you for listening. Thank you for taking your time out and listening. And I really hope that you can join our team if you want to start using Doterra, because I have an amazing team. The Lord has just really blessed me with women coming alongside me and really just have a heart for people like I do. And I absolutely love that. So thanks again for listening. Okay, bye.